Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse, today, Friday, August 12th, 2022. First, we have to report a result from yesterday. In the case of Richard Rosario, 20 years in jail and then released because he wasn't in the Bronx at the time of the murder that he served the time for. Well, after a long civil trial and a few hiccups, including alleged by the city's lawyers threats at the urinal in the building just behind me, 40 Foley Square, the jury returned a verdict. A number of the officers were not found liable, but Officer Whitaker was, to the tune of $5 million. You could look it up, Inner City Press. We wrote the story last night. Larry Ray, you may have heard of him, the noted Sarah Lawrence College sex cultist. He was supposed to be sentenced after his multiple guilty verdicts, supposed to be sentenced on September 16th. His federal defenders have asked for 90 extra days, saying because of COVID lockdowns, or lockdowns generally in the MDC. I don't know, many people are getting sentenced, so that's another thing to keep an eye on. Trevor Milton, a case that we're preparing to cover in September. Trevor Milton is seeking to get information, notes about interviews with the chief technology officer of NKLA, that's the e-vehicle company, and he also got, the SEC case against him has been stayed. We're going to turn to, first, the UN, I have to say this. Big thing to watch at the UN is Antonio Guterres, the pro-China, corrupt Secretary General who's banned Inner City Press, will soon be choosing a new human rights commissioner. Ghoulish as it may sound, Michelle Bachelet has covered up genocide against the Uyghurs, and he's going to choose an even worse one. Will it be Volker Turk? We'll have to see. Now, at the EDNY yesterday, there was a Chinese case, and it turns out this is for threatening people in New York City, that Mr. Ziburis, Matthew Ziburis, is negotiating a plea agreement. So we asked spokesman John Marzulli of the EDNY, have there been any moves to contact the victims, the targets of the threats? No answer at all. It's strange. From Washington, DOJ says they want to be transparent, but apparently in Cabinet Plaza doesn't exist. There's another argument that we've zeroed in on by EDNY, that sentencing memorandums are not judicial documents. It's a little bit dry, but it's totally an outrageous position, and it's one that we're pursuing today. InnerCityPress.com.